So let's start off with the US economy. It shrank an annual rate of 2.9% in the January-March quarter. That's the weakest quarter for the US economy since the first quarter of 2009 amid the Great Recession. But analysts see it as a short-lived result of severe winter storms that shut factories, disrupted shipping, and kept Americans away from shopping malls and auto dealerships. They say the economy is rebounding in the April-June quarter. Some expect growth to approach a robust 4% annual rate this quarter. And it was a razor-thin race last night in Mississippi's GOP runoff. Senator Thad Cochran duked it out with Tea Party challenger Chris McDaniel. The winner, longtime Mississippi Republican Senator Thad Cochran. Both the winner and loser had this to say.
And so we all have a right to be proud of our state tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you for this wonderful honor and wonderful challenge that lies ahead.
We will find our backbone again. We will find the conscience of we conservatives again. And we're going to force our party to find that conscience as well.
Six-time Republican Senator Cochran narrowly defeated McDaniel. Cochran won 51% of the vote to McDaniel's 49%, with 99% of precincts reporting. And in New York, the bitterly fought Democratic primary race between U.S. Representative Charles Rangel and his challenger, State Senator Adriana Espaillat, was too close to call early this morning. With 99% of the vote counted in unofficial results, Rangel led at 47.4% to 43.7%, a difference of fewer than 2,000 votes from about 47,000 votes counted on Tuesday. And the Associated Press was not declaring a winner because of the City Board of Elections was unable to say how many absentee and absent ballots were outstanding. The board said no further information on those ballots would be immediately released. The counting of those paper ballots can take up to 2 weeks. The process will be shown later today. Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki is calling for all political forces to unite as ISIS continues to gain ground in Iraq. The Prime Minister reached out to Iraq's various political groups after Secretary of State John Kerry urged him to pursue a more inclusive government. Despite asking minority groups to support Iraq's efforts, Prime Minister al-Maliki made no promise of political inclusiveness for Sunnis in his country. And the Iraqi Prime Minister rejects a unified government that includes Sunni Muslims because he says that would go against what Iraqi people voted for back in April. The Pentagon says nearly half of the 300 troops Obama sent to Iraq have arrived today. The military advisors are headed to Baghdad to help assess, train, and advise Iraqi security forces. Additional U.S. military personnel is expected to arrive in Iraq over the next few days.
These teams will assess the cohesiveness and readiness of Iraqi security forces, higher headquarters in Baghdad, and examine the most effective and efficient way to introduce follow-on advisors.
That was Pentagon spokesman John Kirby. The Admiral also says the U.S. is conducting 35 surveillance missions and will provide military intelligence to Iraq's security forces fighting ISIS rebels. And the U.S. is gearing up for another fight. The time is versus Germany. The US men's national team is preparing for their match against the Germans tomorrow. The US failed to seal the deal with their 2-2 draw with Portugal and will now need a solid performance against Germany in order to advance to the next stage of the World Cup. A draw tomorrow will advance both the USA and Germany, but both sides reject rumors of conspiracy to play for a tie.